Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sped up plan with me featuring the September mystery kit from Glam Planner in the essentials format. It is officially called Haunted Hayride and I am really excited to use it, and not just because it is featuring a brunette when normally they are blondes. I'm going to take some of the skinny side washi that is included on 2 of the 3 pages, and I'm going to go ahead and put that up at the very top above my date bar using my ruler and craft knife to get a nice clean edge. Now normally it's intended to put on the sides where it's hole punched. I have just plain sticker paper there, and that is fine for me because Erin Condrens are a little bit taller than the typical A5 insert, so using those strips over the holes wouldn't work for me because there would be a gap at the top and the bottom. After I put those right there, I'm going to go ahead and put down my to-do headers Monday through Friday, and then I'm also going to put down the full heart check boxes. There are only 5 of those, but that's fine because I only need 5 Monday through Friday. There are 7 to-do headers, but since I want it to sort of match, I'm only going to use the 5, and then I'll just add the other 2 to my stash of leftovers. This is going to be a VOURLY style when it's all done because it's kind of hourly and it's kind of like a vertical because I'm going to be using a lot of full boxes and then these full box checklists, but the bottom half of this is going to turn out to be an hourly setup, hence VOURLY. I'm going to use some of this washi, which is meant to be used as bottom washi, and I'm going to cut that off again just like I did with the top, and then I'm going to layer my weekend banner over it. Since I have so many evening commitments, I won't be able to use the traditional washi in the place where it's supposed to go. So I think this way it takes up a lot of space in a good way on the weekend. And it really makes that black and white banner pop against the white page. I'm going to use a little bit of deco that came with the kit to cover up that wonky bit of my corner flag. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the full box down at the very bottom. I tend to not have a ton of stuff going on the weekends, so it's always good for me to minimize the amount of space that's over there. Moving into my sidebar, I'm going to go ahead and put down the Hayride, not really a quote box, but it's the only one with words, so I guess it's a quote box. Anyways, I'm going to put that box down there, and I'm going to start filling in over here. I'm going to use some of the washi that's included, and then I'm going to put down the this week header, followed by a little bit more washi, and then a weekly habit tracker. There's only one in this kit, and I like to put in a little bit of a deco sticker on the part where you're supposed to write what it's for. So that's why I need a little bit of extra space, and I put that washi in between the header and the habit tracker. However, I'm going to use the rest of the washi just to kind of take up some space because I don't have a ton of stuff going into my sidebar this week. I'm going to use the schedule one. I think this week I'm going to use that sidebar to kind of make a list of what I clean or what laundry I'm going to do each day, just as a productivity tracker. I'm going to put down some more washi, and then the only thing I have left is I'm going to put down a half box for marking how my fantasy football team did. So I'm going to take another piece of that corn maze, I don't know, just spooky corn. I'm going to put that down at the bottom. It's a little bit too wide, but I will take care of that in a bit. And then I'm going to put a half box down, layering as best I can to make it semi-straight. It's not because it's me and I can never do anything perfectly straight. But I'm going to go ahead and trim off that little bit of excess because it looks weird to have it hanging over the side of that half box. Probably should have done that before I put the half box down, but oh well. I'm going to use a honey from the Glam Planner. She was technically from last month's Teenie and Friends mystery sub. They're watching football. I don't know why she's eating a popsicle. I think there's probably some sort of cool story behind it, but whatever. Anyways, they're watching football, and that's going to be my thing for marking my fantasy football outcome. Moving into my nightly commitments, we are winding down our softball season on Monday and Tuesday nights. We've got a game on Monday, and then we've also got Monday Night Football that we want to watch. The habit tracker, the softball is by Planner Bliss, and the football game tracker is by Adorably Amy. I'm going to use some black meal icons from Bubba Bear Studios because I'm going to be using the meal little later on. It's not even technically a meal little that comes with the kit. They're just littles with a star icon, and there's 7 of them, and you can use them for whatever you want. My daughter has piano on Tuesday, so I'm going to use a piano bean by Bubba Bear Studios. And then Wednesday night, I'm going to film. I really like this pumpkin half box. I think it's very fun. I'm going to put that down on Wednesday night. I'm going to use some more of these quarter boxes that I've grabbed from my Bubba Bear Studios stash because I just like them so much. I can't go a whole week without using some of my quarter boxes from Bubba Bear Studios. I'm going to throw in some deco really fast. My husband's got basketball on Wednesday night, and while he's there, I will be filming. And then before that, we have a pack meeting. So I'm going to grab my little black paw from Bubba Bear Studios. Thursday night, I've got 2 shows that I want to watch, so I'm going to grab 2 of these TV littles and put them down there. We've also got Thursday night football to be aware of, dinner somewhere in there, and then when I filmed this, I thought that my son was going to have his last game of playoffs. Maybe it was just me being very optimistic that their team would win, but they unfortunately have lost, so luckily I didn't write on that. I'll probably take the box off and make it be something later on. Friday night, we have a party at our church, so I'm grabbing this like Boo or whatever box by Bubba Bear Studios, and I'm blocking off the whole evening, and then I used a blank scheduling box by Bubba Bear Studios, layered over some more washi, again to take up a lot of space. I'm using 2 of the little random littles to remember some things that I need to take care of, but doesn't really fit on my to-do list. And then the buy these and the trash icon were both from the functional sheet of this kit. This little sticker says, "Which better have my candy?" and that was from a sampler from Bubba Bear Studios, and I went ahead and just backed it with a black outlined quarter box, just for a little bit of oomph. One more football tracker for Sunday night football. We've got a half box for our usual Sunday night dinner at my mother-in-law's house, accented again with a little meal icon. We've got church on Sunday morning, but I'm going to put a today header down first. I think I will actually use all 7 of my today headers this particular week. I guess not 7 because there's no room for it on Friday, but yeah. I'm going to use another black edged quarter box on Sunday to mark that I need to do my full week spread. And there I am finally remembering that I am not in frame all the way. I'm going to use this cute little planner that came with the kit just to accent that full week post reminder box. And then the corner flags, one's going to go on the church box, and then the other's going to go up in the corner since I already took care of the other corner. Saturday, I'm not really sure what we're going to do. We will probably have a date night, so I'm going to use the movie marquee for that. I'm not entirely sure that we're going to see a movie, but something fun for date night. I'm going to use this little gray appointment label right here, and I'm scooting it over a little bit further than I normally would because I'm going to cover that edge later on anyways. Time for my full boxes since I have a ton of room in the middle. I really love it when full boxes line up with each other. I think that's so fun. So I'm going to put those down, and they are purely decorative. I'm not going to put anything on top of them. So I'm going to put my today headers below my full boxes because to me that just makes sense. I've got my to-do list, then something decorative, and then a listing in chronological order of what each day looks like. For me, I feel like, yeah, it's very busy, but it's also organized, which I love. It looks so pretty. Oh, I love it. I'm going to throw in some deco now, this little haunted hayride thing with the pumpkins down there. And here comes a Bippity carving a pumpkin. I'm going to put her down on Saturday. That also came with the teeny sub from last month from Glam Planner. And then I'm also grabbing a Bippity on, it's a kissing couple. I want to say it was from February's sub. Here's a Bippity with her camera to mark filming night. And then I'm going to use an orange quarter box from Bubba Bear Studios and the film slate icon on Thursday, just to denote that I'm going to spend most of my time doing editing from whatever I film on Wednesday night, which is actually going to be the week of Halloween and my birthday. So you'll get to see how I tackle that problem. Time to write. I'm using my usual black Inkjoy gel pen in 0.7. Favorite pen ever. Right here, I write in trunk or treat on there and realize the spacing is way off. Luckily, I have a whole sheet of these multicolored scheduling labels, so I'm just going to make a replacement where the spacing is much better. And I will use my undo to pull up the old one. And once it's dry, I'm going to put down the better one, which is actually better in more ways than one. Not only will the spacing of my writing be better, but this is one of the last ones from her old paper because I bought a ton of them and I finally have gone through them. Whereas this one that I'm using is from her newer paper, which is so much nicer and it's not as transparent, which is pretty sweet. I run the Cub Scouts for my group, my pack, I guess you could say, and the boys that I'm in charge of have to do a game at the party for Halloween, so I need to buy bouncy balls. I don't normally have bouncy balls on my list of things to buy, but this week I do, because we can't do our game without the bouncy balls. Time to just put that back down on there. It's a little bit sticky still, but that's okay. I covered it back up. It looks really good. Let's get that back into my A5 binder. But first, I'm going to cut off that little overhang from my corner flag. And here we go. I think it looks really good. It's perfect for the last week before Halloween because it's very autumnal, but it's not super in your face Halloween. The clip I'm going to be using this week is by Planner Clips by Design. It's this silver sequined bow, and I think it's adorable. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, let me know down in the comments below, and I hope you have a very spooky Halloween. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.